支持。咁因為時間嘅關係，我哋今個分享嘅環節會係全英文進行嘅，係啦。咁我哋就首先 welcome director. It's your second day in Hong Kong. Yeah. So how about the whole Hong Kong experience, meeting the audience and listening to our stories? Can you share some of your feelings during these 2 days?
Yes. How are you? How are you doing? Are you okay? Maybe we can do a quick breathing session together. Let's breathe in. Thank you so much for being here. I know it wasn't your easy Friday night watch, so you're very brave. It's been my visit this time in Hong Kong is only 2 days, so it's been a roller coaster, but I'm just so happy today that I could meet you in person and feel the energy and emotions. It means a lot to me that you're here today, so thank you so much for being here.
There are a lot of message that you want to convey to the audience through your film. So what do you want your film and your story bring to the audience tonight?
I know this dream could have triggered so many of you, and I could see in your eyes that you've maybe been through something similar, or you know someone you love, someone close to wants something similar. And all I want to say is that believe in your truth, believe in yourself. I know people around you would say whatever they feel like to say, and for me, it happened to me, and I was really confused for what happened to me. And for me to survive was to find out the truth and to be able to make the film, to share. But there's so many ways to survive. So if it's, being silenced is your survival, do that. If you can share with someone, do that. But most important thing is to survive, because we need you and we believe you. So whatever that takes, please survive. And I know it was a heavy watch, so you gotta take really good care of yourself today. And I really hope somehow this film inspired you some way. And I'm just overwhelmed that I'm being here and seeing you all. So thank you.
We all know that the film has traveled to many places, and then has met so many audiences. I think it's quite inevitable for audience to share their own story with you, no matter it's similar to yours or not. So do you have any quite unforgettable stories that you've heard along the way, so you can share with us?
There are many survivors who share their stories. Once in Toronto, there were 2 men who stood up and shared and told me how difficult it's been in their family as well. For me, what also inspires me is that sometimes I hear, I see black boxes in my community, in my society, so I would love to do something about it. I want to shed the light in it. And that really inspired me, because I think we can all do it. We can all be citizen journalists, we can all be a filmmaker, any ways to just really find out what's happening around us and take a look. So I'm just so happy for some way that this film can trigger or inspire that kind of action.
I think we are quite enough for the heavy side. So how about we go for some of the production to know about how you make the film. So your journey starts as a journalist, but you make the film of your own story as a director. So somehow these 2 roles, as you mentioned in the film, is quite conflicting. So how do you think about the differences between these 2 roles, and how do you think the journalist identity has helped you to shape this film into the public?
Yes, I think the whole filming process was really helpful for me to have the journalistic background. But when I went to the editing room, it was really difficult, because my journalistic hat was saying that I should maybe interview Yamaguchi, because he should have his voice. He should has his space to say something. That's what journalism does, right? And I talk about it with my film team, and they're like, no. This is documentary film, and it is okay to tell your own story. So to learn that, to be feeling it's okay, took some time. And I also was so inspired by many other amazing films, documentary films that was directed by the director and telling their own personal story. Like for Sama, I admire that film. It's a Syrian journalist who gave a birth and raised her baby during a war, was happening, and it's all the documentary about it. And so so many films really inspired me that we can do it. And you are the closest person to report whatever happening around you. And I think, what's happening in Gaza as well, this year, Oscar-winning film is No Other Land. It's amazing, beautiful film, and it only could have been captured because they're in it. They're the character, they're the director, and I think we need more film like that today's world. So it's a new way of journalism, I think I would say. So before I was like hesitating myself. I feel like I had to close the line as a journalist. But in the film, there's so many ways to do it, and I love this slow way of storytelling. I know you could have choose to just read the article about this, case, but you choose to be here in the cinema to spend your, precious time on Friday night to observe, to experience. And I feel like this is already like a big therapy session in a way. So, you don't know maybe who you're sitting next to you, but, gathering together in one space to experience, to hear, that's amazing way of slow listening, slow watching, and I just really wish we can do more of that in this crazy fast information world. So again, thank you for choosing to come.
It's really the mix of the two identities that help you to tell this story on your own, and then to do like a group therapy session, as you mentioned. So I think during the production, you have to go through all the footage all over again. And then I think audience will cry because of watching this film. I think you yourself, doing the whole story on your own, it must be very difficult for you. Do you have any feelings that during the production that has shaped you, like the personality today?
Wow, so we had over 450 hours of footage, and to relive the traumatic life of my part was really difficult. But what was amazing of filmmaking is that I had a team to face it. I had an amazing editor to face it together, so that was really something. So now I really want to encourage for whoever who has a trauma, make a film. Yeah. It doesn't maybe have to be a film, it could be a book, it could be art, music, but to create something that is traumatic to you, to have your ownership, to be able to tell your own story with your own language, whatever that is, it's very empowering. And for the film, I recommend, because you cannot do it alone. You have a team, and that was for me amazing group of team who was passionate to tell this story, who was warrior to tell this story together, and without them I wouldn't be able to finish it. So whatever the form is, I do really encourage you all to create something with your own language. It's really, it helped me, it shaped me today. It was like watching these 450 hours footage was like a really harsh exposure therapy in a way. So it never was therapeutic while we were making the film, but once I finished making it, I could feel it was it was in a way form of therapy. I felt like once I screened this film at the Sundance premiere, I felt like this story, this film just traveled off from my shoulder. It was no longer just my story, and that feeling was very important for me to experience. So, yeah.
Let's give a round of applause to directors and also the collaborators. Tonight is your last night in Hong Kong. Yeah, so do you have any final words? Oh, this is the thing.
Thank you. Wow. Oh, that's such a beautiful color. Thank you so much. Well, I feel like I haven't eaten enough, so I just had a dinner, but I'll go for second dinner now, I think. I just would love to hear what you think about the film. I know it's such a limited time today, but I could see your faces, and so I'm just gonna remember your face how you catched it. So
Hello.
Hi. 元気です。ありがとうございました。本当に来てくださって感謝してます。I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. ありがとうございます。
多謝導演今日嚟到現場為我哋做一個分享。咁我哋黑箱日誌已經上映咗。如果大家覺得套戲係好睇嘅，都想多啲人知道嘅，咁記得分享翻俾你身邊嘅朋友啦。無論係 social media 又好，親身同你分享都好。咁一套好嘅電影值得大家支持嘅。Let's give a round of applause. 會有一個大合照嘅環節嘅，咁我哋導演會坐喺第一行啦，咁到時我哋就可以一齊同導演嚟一張大合照，咁就 celebrate the last night